Morning.
Good morning.
Big boy name it is.
How are you? Winter time.
I don't know, what kind of time is it?
My face mask.
I'll be your coffee, I'll be your poster child.
Hey you guys, welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day video. I'm gonna share with you some recipes that you can use if you're trying to lose weight or if you're just trying to eat a whole food plant-based diet. If you're new to my channel, thanks for stopping by. I've been a vegan for over 12 years, with the last 2 to 3 years being whole food plant-based, and I really enjoy eating this way. Right now, I'm on my own weight loss journey to lose my weight postpartum after having my little baby girl, Naya, and I'm gonna share with you some recipes today that you can have that will work for weight loss. And I believe in the last 2 What I Eat in a Day videos, I shared smoothies for breakfast, so I'm gonna share something savory with you guys. It's almost like a breakfast salad. I feel the best when I have lots of raw fruits and veggies in my day. I eat according to low calorie density, so that's what I'm gonna share with you. But as always, you can feel free to take these as a base recipe and then eat more if you need more calories, eat less if you need less calories, add some things if you need to do it that way. I'm just sharing what is working for me as I'm losing weight, so make it work for you.
I'll be your sweater, you be my wailing wall, fighting like Gandhi.
To make this breakfast salad bowl, I am using about 1 cup to 2 cups of sliced mushrooms as well as some fresh thyme. And then in a large frying pan, I'm just taking a little bit of better than bouillon vegetable base, allowing that to boil and then adding the mushrooms and the thyme, stirring occasionally over a medium to low boil. Adding in a little bit of salt and pepper, and then just cooking that until the water is reduced and the mushrooms are golden. Now I'm just chopping up the veggies that I want to put inside. I chose to do tomato and garlic, as well as avocado, some sauerkraut, some mixed greens, and fresh lemon juice.
I was here before the start of the song. It's all around you, now you're coming back home.
Then you just want to assemble your bowl. I did the greens first, then the mushrooms, and then the other veggies. I did about 1/2 cup of sauerkraut here and 1/4 of an avocado, but make sure that you suit it to what's going to work for you. Top it off with a little bit of salt and pepper and chili flakes, as well as some lemon juice, and it's really simple, but it's super delicious. Okay, so here is my breakfast salad. I guess that's what I'm gonna call it. I've got lots of stuff in there. I find that eating mushrooms this way is my absolute favorite, just because I'm not a huge mushroom fan, but I know that mushrooms are super good for you. Just adding a little bit of that better than bouillon and some fresh thyme makes a world of difference. Really good. I've got my homemade sauerkraut in there, a little bit of fat from the avocado, lots of lettuce and tomatoes. So I'm just starting the day off right with lots of veggies, and it's a really low calorie kind of meal, but it also is pretty dense with all of the veggies in it. So it'll help me start the day off right.
Are you ready?
Ready. It's her books. Mine?
Yeah.
I always play a fool, living in your days. Tell me why you make it so hard on me. I know you like your independence, you come and go.
All right, I'm gonna make some black bean quesadillas for lunch. These are really, really good. I'm gonna saute some bell pepper as well as some onion and mushroom, a little bit of spinach, and some frozen corn kernels, and I'm gonna put that in a frying pan to be the filling of my quesadilla.
It's over. How could you leave me alone? I know, girl, that I did wrong. I just can't stand to hear you say to me.
In a large frying pan, I'm just adding a little bit of water, and I will saute all those veggies together. I'm gonna saute these over about a medium to low heat until the onions begin to soften.
You keep me guessing, but you're undressing. I see the
Adding a little bit of salt and pepper just for a little bit of flavor, and then I'm just gonna set that aside.
poster. Move on when you call me, but I know you don't want me. Oh no.
I'm making some mashed beans with about 3/4 cups of just drained canned beans. I'm using some cumin and some smoked paprika as well, a little bit of salt and pepper, and I'm just cooking those until they're nice and warm. Then in a little bowl, I'm mashing them with a potato masher, but you could use a fork and then just set them aside. Now I'm gonna make a cheese sauce for the quesadilla, and normally I make this with cashews, but I thought, hey, I wonder if I can make this without cashews and just make it nut-free, and will it still work? And it totally did. So for those of you with any nut allergies, this is a great option for cheese sauce for a quesadilla if you'd like. Whisk that constantly until it just becomes a little bit thicker and stickier. Now I'm taking my whole wheat tortilla and I'm layering my quesadilla. So I'm doing the black beans first, and then the veggies, and then the cheese sauce. Topping it with my second tortilla, and now I'm gonna place it in a large frying pan. I would suggest you use the largest frying pan that you have, because as you can see here, this was a little bit hard for me to flip just because it was about the size of my tortilla. Chopping up some fresh veggies to have on the side. I'm making actually like a little pico de gallo, but if you have salsa that's already made, you could serve it with that, or whatever you choose for a garnish that you enjoy having with quesadillas. And here is the final product. It turned out really good. I think you guys are gonna enjoy this one as well. Let's talk calories real quick. If you're trying to lose weight, calories do matter. They just do. That is the beginning and the end of it. They do matter. You have to be in a calorie deficit if you're trying to lose weight. Now, with that being said, I don't track my calories all the time. When I do these videos, sometimes I do mention calories and how much protein and fat and carbs I'm getting, as well as fiber. But I want you to know that on a daily basis, if you're eating low calorie dense foods, you really don't have to track calories. And on a daily basis, I don't do it either. What I do recommend doing is really listening and paying attention to when you're actually hungry and when you feel satisfied, and using that as your cue. Now, if there's some time where you feel like you had been losing weight and all of a sudden you're not losing weight, this is a thing that you need to look at. Are you having too many calories? Are you having enough calories to maintain where you're at, or even gain weight back? That's a big deal, right? So one way to stay satisfied but actually reduce your calories is to add extra vegetables at every meal. And this is what I do on an everyday basis just to stay nice and full and satisfied and feel hydrated from eating lots of greens and veggies. But if you'll notice, every single meal that I'm doing this day has lots of extra veggies in it to just kind of dilute the overall calorie count while still staying full. Now, the amount of calories that I need to have to lose weight is gonna look different than what you need to have to lose weight or to gain weight or to maintain your weight. So use these recipes as a base and then plan accordingly. Height matters, activity level matters, age matters. As we age, we don't actually need to eat as many calories as we did in our 20s. If you're in your 20s, you can probably get away with eating more. I don't recommend deprivation. It's not something that I believe is sustainable in any way. Anytime you deprive yourself, eventually you'll gain that weight back because it's just not the way that you're normally eating. So look at eating this way as a lifestyle. Even after I lose this weight, this is still very similar to the way that I will eat to maintain the weight that I want to be at. I might just add in a little bit more fats here and there. So the point of this little talk is to take these recipes as a blueprint and customize them to yourself. Be your own little scientist. Find out what's going to work for you. Maybe you like to have more raw veggies. Maybe you like to have more cooked foods. It's all going to depend on what works for you and what you feel is sustainable in your everyday. For dinner, I'm doing a tempeh bowl with peanut sauce. Right now, I'm just making a little bit of a marinade for the tempeh out of soy sauce, maple syrup, and garlic powder. Tempeh is a wonderful probiotic-rich food, and it's something that I have at least once a week. Now you're just gonna cook your rice noodles according to package direction. I'm gonna pop mine in the air fryer at 400 for 10 minutes. And whenever I like to have some kind of peanut sauce or Thai-inspired dish, I love to have fresh veggies like red cabbage, green onion, cilantro, cucumber, lime. That kind of vibe is perfect to me. Now I'm gonna go ahead and make the peanut sauce. I'm using 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, a little bit of soy sauce, the juice of 1 large lime, some grated fresh ginger, a tablespoon of maple syrup, and then just water as you need to get it to your desired consistency. To assemble the bowl, you want to start with your mixed greens and then the rice noodles, the rest of your veggies, and then finish off with the tempeh, the desired garnish, and a little bit of peanut sauce and lime juice and sriracha and chili flakes and jalapeno and green onion or whatever you want to put on there. This day of eating has been really nice. Now I'm gonna share with you a little tip that I do. Maybe this seems obvious to some people. Oh, excuse you. When I have a dressing that has like quite a bit of fat in it, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, I'm not gonna eat all of that. I'm gonna put a little bit of it on, and then I'm gonna use lime juice to make sure that it has lots of juice in it and flavor, so it doesn't feel like I'm just eating something dry. Up to you, but of course I'm trying to lose weight, so I'm putting less sauce. Let's give this a little taste. Amazing. We made everything look really beautiful for you guys, so it looks appetizing. But as usual, I'll be eating all the rest of those fresh veggies I cut up because I don't want to waste them. And that is the way that I get lots of nutrients in, stay full, get a lot of volume, and still have the flavors of the higher kind of calorie foods. Still have the tempeh, which is a great fermented food that you can have, and the peanut butter sauce and all of this stuff together, but just getting as many veggies as I possibly can. Okay, here we go. Whole food vegan Nutella. This turned out amazing. If you have the chance to get roasted and peeled hazelnuts, that is very key to making this smooth in texture. I couldn't find them, I could only find raw. So what I'm doing here is popping them in the oven at 350 for about 10 minutes, just to heat them up. While they're in the oven, just prep the rest of your ingredients. In theory, you're supposed to be able to peel them. I was not able to do that. So I definitely recommend, if you can already find roasted and peeled hazelnuts, go for that. It's gonna be less of a headache. And you can even pop those in the oven for about 5 to 8 minutes just to get them warm and ready to go. And once the hazelnuts are cool, you're going to just pop them into a food processor and process until they become like a nut butter consistency. Now I'm just adding in the rest of the ingredients. I'm using maple syrup, some vanilla, some dates, some cacao powder, and plant milk. Now you're gonna wanna process this until it's smooth, but you're probably gonna need to stop a couple times, maybe add a little bit more plant milk if you want a smoother consistency, scrape down the sides. It's kind of just a taste and see kind of deal until you get it to your perfect Nutella consistency. Give it a taste.
Yeah?
Yeah? What do you think about it?
I think it's delicious since you're stealing the spoon and just go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I feel like I need to say, although I hope it would be obvious, I'm obviously not eating all of that hazelnut spread. I'm having like a tablespoon or 2, and then I'm putting it away and I'm sharing it with my family, and we're never going to have it again until a long time, right? If you're trying to lose weight, that is not what you want to be eating. I want to make this outro pretty short because I'm pretty sure I have hazelnut in my teeth. What do you think, baby? So I hope you guys enjoyed these recipes. They will all be down in the description below if you want to try out any of them. Make them fit your size, your activity level, your weight loss goals, your whatever goals that you're after. I hope that you enjoy the recipes. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
You look so handsome.
You're the best.
You are the best.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
We'll see you from the video.
Yes, we will. I love you, boo-boo.